All right, guys, y'all know how much we love a good console table.
That's right, they can be super inexpensive to build, really easy, and they can go just about anywhere in your home.
So today we're gonna build one, and this one's kind of fun. We're gonna call it the 1, 2, 3, 4 table. And that is because it uses 1 sheet of plywood, 2 1x3x8s, 3 1x4x8s, and 4 legs.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, go!
The base of this console table is 3/4 inch plywood. I used hardwood plywood because I had a scrap of it in the garage, but you can use whatever kind of plywood you want because we're gonna cover it up.
And we have already cut our 1x4s down to 15 inches wide, which is the width of our plywood. And we're gonna start on one end and work our way down, attaching them with wood glue and nails.
Here we go. All right, guys, so I have my 1x4x8s, and like Ash mentioned, we've cut these down to 15 inches, which is the same width that we've ripped our board. You can make yours wider. This is super easy to customize. And all I'm doing is I'm picking my good side first, because you want the good side to show. So I really like that side better. So I'm gonna add a glob of glue.
What's your good side?
Girl, I don't have a bad side. All right, so I'm adding a glob of glue. Yes, that is the technical term for those of you wondering. And I'm just lining it up completely square, nice and flush. And I'm gonna attach this with the nailer. So this is our 18 gauge nailer. These are 1 1/4 inch brad nails. And I'm gonna get this one attached and then keep working my way down. All right, our 1x4s are attached, so we're gonna flip this table upside down and we're gonna mark and measure for our 1x3 trim. This is super easy to do.
So we always say to measure and cut as you go, especially for trim pieces like this. So the first thing I'm gonna do is one of my end boards, I'm gonna go ahead and take off a 45-degree cut from one end, and then I'm gonna take it over to the table and get my other cut. All right, so we've got the 45-degree cut. We're gonna take it over to the edge of the table, and I'm gonna line up my short end where the corner is, and then I'm gonna mark where my next cut will be. And I always give a little dash so I know which way the miter needs to go.
You're so smart.
You know, I hear that all the time. Second 45-degree cut done. Let's take it over to the table and try it on for size. So we're gonna hold it up to the end of the table, and it is a perfect fit. So now I am using my wood glue, and I'm gonna attach it to the end of the table with brad nails and wood glue. And now we're just gonna follow the exact same process on the other 3, and then we'll have it all trimmed up.
You are so professional.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that we've got all the trim cut, we're attaching it to the sides with wood glue and 1 1/4 inch brad nails. Okay, so we've got all the trim attached, and while we have this upside down, we're gonna go ahead and attach the legs.
All right, so we are using these really awesome hairpin legs that I found on Amazon. We will link to these in the post and also the description box below. And they have the holes already made at the top. So what we're doing is we're just gonna line each one up right here, square, and then we're gonna use back screws to attach them. And I'm gonna pull these out of a baggie. That's professional.
Super professional.
Yep. All right, 1 leg is attached, 3 to go.
Legs are on, and now it's time to add a finish.
All right, staining is a super simple process, and on this table specifically, it's great because we can put the legs on, flip it upside down, and do it really quickly since they don't touch.
So to save time, we have already sanded this down completely. That's something that you're gonna wanna do before you stain your piece. We always get asked that question, do you sand your pieces before you stain them? Yes, start with an 80 or a 100 grit, and then work your way to a finer grit like a 220, and then you can stain.
Yes, and because this is such a small piece, we're actually just gonna be staining using rags. So we can link to the ones that we use. They are actually my favorite rags from
Mine too.
Depot. Like, they're just the best. Ash will start on one side, I'll start on the other. We're using a 1-coat stain. We will also link to that. And this color is one of our current favorites called Golden Oak.
It's actually taken the spot of briar smoke for me in my house. I'm like restaining everything with golden oak now.
No, you're just rebuilding.
Rebuild, that's what I mean, rebuilding. Don't restain when you can rebuild.
That's right.
I love it because we use a lot of that reclaimed barnwood now on things, and this golden oak is like a perfect match to the reclaimed wood.
Yes. Look how simple this was, guys. I mean, we were here doing this for what? Not even 5 minutes. And we already have an awesome coat of stain on it.
So another question we always get asked is, do you put a protective finish on your pieces? If it's a table like this that's gonna see traffic, we definitely put a poly. We will actually link in the description box below which poly we like to use, and you only need 1 coat.
So we have 1 step left, and we're excited to show it to you. It's the cute hardware on the corner, so let's get it attached. Okay. These are really cute corner pieces that we found on Amazon, and I personally think they make this table. So they're super easy to attach. We'll link to these. You're just going to stick one on the corner and then attach it with the screws that do come with it.
I'm so impressed with the hardware that we find on Amazon now.
Yes, and these are, I will say, like just a hair more pricey than like what I would normally want to pay, but I found nothing else like it, and I think they're so cute. So still, even with the hardware, this table is so inexpensive. All right, so we have our first corner on. I'm gonna attach the other 3, and then we built ourselves a 1, 2, 3, 4 table. All right, we have our corners on, and we have a pretty stinking cute table.
I love it, and it didn't take any time at all, stain and everything.
So I plan on putting this in my entryway. I've got 2 great baskets. The kiddo shoes are gonna go in it, and I think it's gonna look so good. And I love that we built it for under $100.
That's the best part. Make sure if you build it that you use hashtag #ShanyToChic so that we can see it on social media and share it with our readers.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, friends!
Welcome to the staining show by Shanty to Chic.
Painting by numbers.
When adding character to your table, it's always good to drive nails through.
I don't know why we get called idiots on YouTube. We know what we're doing.
That has to make the blooper reel because we get called that all the time. Okay.
Never claim to not be.
Okay. Ours is cut at 15 inches. Ours is ripped at 15 inches, and we made it 59 inches long. This is so easy to customize it. This is so easy to customize. You can make, oh my God.
I think you should start over.
I do too. Okay, that was easy.
Money!